Marie, welcome to hashtag Women You Are Power. Thank you so much for your time and honoring us with your presence in this power session. I'm going to jump straight into question one, if you don't mind, and ask you, what do you perceive power to be as a woman?
First of all, Quincy, thank you so much for inviting me to be part of this series. When I heard about the concept, I deeply fell in love with it as I really resonate. So I'm just so thankful and happy to be here. And yeah, absolutely. To answer your first question, what I consider to be the true power of a woman, for me, that's the strength of character. And we all know that the popular opinion is that men are considered to be the stronger sex. But I'm willing to challenge this perception. And the reason is that I'm not talking about the physical strength. I'm talking about the strength of our character and, emotionally and mentally, how strong we truly are. And the reality is that through our daily life, we're thrown into so many challenging situations and there's so much pressure on us to always perform, and we're torn apart so many different roles as mothers or career wise, and it just seems to be impossible for us to do it, but we still manage and we come out as champions out of it. And I think that in today's world that it's so normal for women to have their career. It seems like with the more freedom that we're getting, the more and more responsibilities come, and just the image of being a successful woman, it just becomes so idealistic and so hard to achieve, that this just proves how strong women truly are because we don't give up. And I think we are all the time need to take different roles in our life. We need to perform at work, but also take care of our relationships and at home, our family, even our looks, if you think about it. And that's expectations, they don't lie on a guy. And I think that this just really proves how strong women are throughout everything that we're doing.
And that is so special. I mean, the power of strength and character. And I think you really encompassed it in what you're saying is that, the world underestimates the pressure, and you use that word pressure, that is actually on a woman, no matter what race you are or creed or your background. And it comes from both sides, right? We have the pressure from women alike, and then there's pressure as well from the men, where we expect it to be all of these different things, whether it's the expectation of being a mom, wanting to be a wife, wanting to be a stay-at-home mom, wanting a career. There's just so much pressure. And I love the fact that you brought in today in this power session that the power of character is the one. I'm going to jump now into question two and ask you, how have you realized that power in your own life?
Absolutely. So I guess how I'm channeling this in my own life, there are two different paths. And one is obviously in my own personal journey and my career. And how I use my strength is just continuously push forward and go out there and get my goals achieved. And no matter how much of a challenge it would be or how many compromises I need to take. And the other way that I do that is just to constantly challenge the conversation. I feel that, being a woman in business, there's still this stigma around it and certain expectations coming with it. So what I truly try to do on a daily basis is just to challenge this conversation and just to make sure that we are being heard. And me being an international and a young professional and on top a woman, I've been in so many situations that I know guys for sure haven't found themselves into. And that's why I'm always making sure that the woman's voice and opinion is heard and validated, and that we are having a place on the table, because although it seems obvious that we should have it, we need to actually fight for it.
And that is all your content is. I just want everybody watching at home to actually understand that you live this. You live this, you breathe it, you produce content around it. And I'm so proud of you. And I honor you. And I want to take that time just to say that in this time, that it really does take great character and great strength to stick to your vision and to stick to your stance on whatever the matter is, and say, but this is what I want Marie to be known as, and this is what I'm going to accomplish. So I thank you for that. This brings us now to our last question for the session, which is, how are you sharing that realized power with the world?
Absolutely. And honestly, I think that's the most important part for me. And it's just because I truly want to share all my knowledge and my realizations with everyone that I cross path with. And I try to literally do this in every situation that I've been given. And whether it's going to be throughout my career or at the workplace or just in a social environment and my personal relationships, I always try for this empowering conversation. I just try to meet women where they are and to empower them and make them truly believe in the strength that they're having. Because I feel like, society doesn't talk about this. Strength of a woman is really taken for granted and it's never encouraged. And I think that's a big part of the problem why we don't see more and more women on top positions and in career and otherwise. And I truly want to change this and throughout my experience, and I'm really trying to empower women to believe in themselves. And I guess to conclude all of the talk that I'm having here, a situation where I had when I was really struggling to find a job and I was just all about the stress, male professor of mine, he came to me and he told me that he truly believes that women are definitely more strong, but it all comes to this for us to truly believe it. Yeah. And I just remember the feeling that I've gained there, and I want to just share it with everyone that I've crossed paths with and make them truly feel it and believe it.
Well, Marie, honestly, from my personal experiences and encounters with you, I have felt that in every engagement. So in every engagement that I've had with you, I've always felt a sense of, I have this person who is literally encouraging me from oceans away, right? Who really wants to see me succeed in the spaces that I'm moving in. And that has been so special to me. So I want to thank you for that. And I really want to encourage every woman who's watching this power session today to follow you and to really just take in all of that knowledge sharing that you're talking about, because it's truly powerful and it's special. And the last thing I have to say for this power session is, woman, you are power.
Thank you so much. I truly appreciate this, and I really hope more and more women believe in their own strength.